Okay, maybe they are ready for taking this responsibility, but another person, maybe even in 30 years old, even in 35 or 4 years old, they don't take any responsibility. They are not mature. Age is not enough for that person be can say you are mature, you are mature for marriage. No. Okay, because maybe even have a certificate, for example, title as a doctor, title as an engineer, it doesn't show you are a good spouse, good parents. It's my opinion. Sarah, do you want to say something?
Yeah.
You know, Ajita, this is what we asked. We asked for your opinion. That's it. I didn't ask you to advise here. Nobody is going to take just your words and going to follow you blindly. They are going to deal with their life by their own circumstances. So, but we asked people to just take a side and try to hold on to that side and speak on it. That's it. So that's what I was trying to explain. And finally, you did that same thing, like you shared your opinion. And thanks for that, Ajita. That was seriously wonderful. And you had a wonderful like stand saying that this is dealing with a human and humans have emotions and certain things you need to consider before advising them something. So that's a very valid point. And that's a good point indeed. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So, yes, Iqbal.
Yes, I would second the second what Sarah was saying and Ma'am Azita. Yes, human are complicated, we know, but no one take our advice 100%. They know their conditions well, and whenever we suggest someone something, we should say that the best decision maker is you, but this is just our suggestion. So that is enough for them to understand, because the final decision is up to them. Whatever they think is better, they will go for that.
Sandesh, you were raising your hand. Do you want to say something? Sandesh, are you here? I think Sandesh is not here. He was raising hand. He wanted to say something. Yes, Diana, you can speak now.
Yes, thank you, Shashiraj, for giving me a chance. Actually,
I request you all people, please turn on your camera, everyone. Turn on your camera.
Yeah.
Because we are live.
I open my camera. You can see me, right? even though I'm not properly to show myself, but it's okay. Okay. Anyways, thank you for giving me a chance to talk about this. I think today's topic is very interesting to talk, to discuss. But the thing is, we should know that this topic is just about debate. What do you think about this? Either let's say either early marriage or late marriage, because we don't talk about the ideal, yeah. Because in my country, if we are talking about the marriage, I think the ideal years or the ideal ages is about 25 until 30 or 35, something like that. So this is due to the ages. I think this is the range we can say ideal ages. But if we consider that early marriage, it's about, let's say, less than 20. So when we consider someone get married about less than 20 years, we can say, oh, that's marriage, like early marriage. So due to myself, I believe that even in my country, our government suggests all the people not getting married for any reason, because it's not properly due to the healthy, especially for the women or ladies. So don't get married before 20 or 21 for the ladies, for the woman, something like that. And why I'm saying about a better late marriage, because due to the healthy, they becoming mature, and also the financial freedom or financial problem, maybe they can collect their money to make their stabilization of their financial. So mostly I might say being marriage early time, it's better to get married lately, something like that. So this is my reason why I'm saying that. Thank you. But it's okay because yeah, many factors we can define just you should marry at the particular years or particular ages. No, but this is just debate. What do you think about this? It's better early marriage or late marriage, and what the reason for your opinion, something like that. Yeah, I think so. This is my opinion. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Diana. Adrian, sorry, Ardian, do you want to share something?
Yes, thank you so much for the chance. Okay, I'm actually, first of all, my name is Ardian. I'm coming from Indonesia, actually, I'm Indonesian. Here I would like to take the, we have basically like two topics, the joint family and also early marriage or late marriage. Coincidentally that I'm going to take the late marriage. I'm going to give several reasons why, of course. Before I deliver several my points, I think I'm going to define the early marriage here. I think it's what I mean by early marriage here is for the girl is under 18 years old, and for the boys, I mean for the man is under like 20 years old or something, or even 21 under 21 years old or something like that. And by the way, I totally agree with what Mrs. Diana said before. We are actually on the same boat. Why the early marriage is not recommended for people because of several reasons. Of course, the first one is probably we can take from the psychological point of view, like people, or should I say men or boys who are under 20 years old are still like having a lot of to think about, like whether they want to be free or they want to have some serious responsibility in their life or something. So sometimes people on that age are really love like still hanging out with their friends, not thinking about the family or something like that, So that's why that's one of the reasons why early marriage is not recommended. I mean, imagine if you are getting married at that age and then for some reasons you still want to go there without involving your family. That's quite impossible, right? So that's why it's not recommended. Also, what else? When we see from the economic point of view, of course, when you are still at 19 or 18 or even 20, it means that you are still exploring yourself. You're still exploring yourself. What are you going to be? What are you going to do in the future or something? It means that you are going to build your future. Okay, you're going to build your future to be better, of course. And when we talk about relationship, okay, it's better for explore the relationship before it's too late. I mean, what I mean by too late is like when it's like you prevent, like you marry a wrong person. So that's why a long I don't know how to express this one. Like when you have a really long relationship, like 2 years, like 3 years or 4 years or 5 years probably, then you get to know your partner better. Like, oh, okay, this person is like this, my boyfriend or my girlfriend is like this, the characteristic is like this, she likes this and she loves that or something like that. When she angry, what I have to do or something like that. So it's better to explore your relationship first before you go to the serious stage of your life. So that's why I think the late marriage should be stand. Okay, thank you. That's only my opinion, of course.
Thank you very much once again. So do we have some questions to Ardian? Guys, we should have some questions from you all people. If you have questions, we can make our debate more interesting. Yes, Kashinath. Kashinath, do you want to ask something?
No, I don't want to ask anything.
You were raising your hand. That's why I just said to you.
No, I'm raising for my opinion only. I'm not asking for questions.
You wanna give your opinion? Okay. Yeah. So it's a debate. So we should have questions to the speaker. All right.
Okay.
Okay. I have one questions to those who are favoring like late marriage, or it should not be early marriage. Yeah, I do agree with this point that early marriage, there are some problems. There are a lot of things that immaturity and other problems are coming, as participants had Ajita and Diana and Ardian has shared those things. So we can also think about one more point, like when we too much late marriage is also not good. Many times people get married after 35 or 30. Sometimes people get married at 40 because they don't get any job, they don't get any kind of like business or anything which is sustained, which is good, which is profitable for them, by which they can survive their rest of the life. Because many times people struggle a lot in their life, and at the age of after 35 or 40, they get some job, better job, or sometimes they feel that they want some better job, more better job. So sometimes they have set a goal that when, until unless they get that goal, they won't be getting married. And when they get that goal, they get married. So after that, they get child. And when they get old, means when they cross around age of 60 years, they get old. So their child is small. Their children are small. So they are sustaining themselves and they are sustaining their kids as well, both the people. So think about all these things, that means person is already old. He's taking medicines, going to the doctors and doing a lot of things, right? And he's also managing kids, 15 years kids or 20 years kids. And if early age marriage, okay, so they get children, and when they get the age of 45 or like 45, so their children grow. When they get the age of 45 years, so their children are 20 years. So you can think about the situations. I have seen a few people in my office, my friends. So I get surprised when I see them, when I watch them, and when I watch their children with their son and their age, their height, they both have same height. They both have same personality. They are wearing like same clothes. So I get surprised that in what age you got married. I just asked them in what age you got married. They said that I was 20 years, then I got married. And now they are around 40 years. So they are 40 years and their children are 16 years or 18 years. So this is also kind of plus point that can be said, that can be shared, that can be good. So you can also give your opinion about these things. Okay. Yeah, that was my opinion. Okay, now who wants to speak? Anybody? Just raise your hand and start speaking.
Me?
Yes, Asita, please.
Yeah, as you told, all of them has some advantage and disadvantage. Actually, life has advantage, its own advantage or disadvantage. Any choice you have your life, it has its own advantage. For example, when you choose being here right now, you miss a lot of opportunity. Playing football with your friend, talking with your family. It's truth of our life. Okay, when you choose, for example, early marriage, you get some advantage with some disadvantage. For all of things, for all of our choice in our life, it's truth. It's rule of our life. We have to accept it, because when we don't accept this truth, always we will be unhappy about our life, because we think another choice. When we make a decision, we have to accept that responsibility and being happy with our choice, because we have to respect our opinion. Yeah, we make maybe we make a mistake, of course. Maybe our choice is right, of course. Yeah, both of them it's possible. At the first step for being human and living in this planet is accept this truth. I think with accept this truth, we will be more happy and we can enjoy all of every moment. It's truth. Yeah, it's my opinion about it.
Mhm. And you know, in my country, before 30 or 40 years, or before like 50 years, even like a boy age was around 15 years, 15 years, or 17 years, 16 years, and girls, they had age of 13 years or 12 years. You can see, you can imagine the age, and they start giving babies. So their babies were not able to live. Means lot of, they have to give babies lot of birth they have to give, because they could, you could understand the body is not matured, but still they had to give the birth because of pressure of the society, pressure of the family. They were making the pressures. So this kind of situations we had. So that is why now we had some strong rules that boys age should not be less than 21 and girls age should not be less than 18 years in my country. But
Exactly.
others rules also we had, like they we had some promises or contract that can be said, when my son or my daughter is going to get married with your son or daughter, right? So we just fixed the marriage. When we have kids, we fix the marriage, and when they get the age of 14 or 15 years, so we just do all the work of the marriages. We completed the marriages of our kids, but we don't send our daughter. When they grow, when they complete the age of 18, then we send our daughters to boys' house. So we had also this kind of traditions, but now we don't have. But still, in my country, in some places, this kind of things are going on. But this is against our constitutions. Okay, so we have more participants. They want to speak something. Marco, you're raising your hand. You can speak about this topic. You can unmute and you can speak now.
Hello, I'd like to talk about the second topic about the early marriage or late marriage. In my opinion, I consider that there's no specific time to marriage. I mean, depends on the person. If the person is prepared to the marriage. For example, the person has a job. The person then, first of all, because you know that in the marriage, financial problems sometimes is something that can do that the couple split up, or there are many problems about it. But I imagine that late marriage is better for someone because the person is a little older. The person, for example, finished the college. The person had a job. The person has a house. The person has something that can help to not have some problems in the marriage, because the marriage sometimes has many problems in the marriage. I mean, sometimes when the children the couple has children, the children is going to spend more money and the education about the children, about to educate the children. And for example, if the person is too young, sometimes the person not prepared to educate a son, this kind of thing. Then, in my opinion, the person old the person is older, the person is late marriage is better. But it's something that is going to happen. The couple has to understand about this. The couple has to decide if it is the time to marriage or not. But it's something very, very, I mean, complex to say. It, in my opinion, it depends. It depends on the couple has to say if the right time or not the right time. Because sometimes they want to change the college. They want to be, I mean, to have a financial situation better to get married. That's why I imagine the situation. I I prefer to say that late marriage is better, but the couple has to have to the ideas. In Brazil, there's no this kind of specific time to get married in Brazil, but I feel that the people, they prefer to get married later. They prefer to get married later in Brazil, but there's no specific time to get married. That's my opinion about your question.
Okay, in Brazil, there isn't any specific time, in any age, if person feels that now he's fit, so he can get married.
Yeah, that's true. There's no specific time to
Family also supports.
get married.
Does family support? Does family support?
I mean, yeah. Many people get married and they continue living in the parents' house. I imagine that's not a good thing. I imagine that everyone that get married has to have a house or rent a house to live. But some people continue living because they continue living in the same house, or they build a house near the parents and they live together. It's not a good thing. I think the couple has to have his place, their place to live. It's better because sometimes the parents want to interfere in the marriage, and the mother-in-law, father-in-law is going to interfere in the marriage. It's not good. The couple has to live together and to decide together. No one can interfere in the marriage. It's not a good thing to the couple.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Marcos. Yes, Miami. You want to share something?
Yes. Good evening, admin, and good evening, friend here. Right. But for me, I just sharing just some part, but the member and admin say I agree with both of you, right? But for me, in my opinion, I think for example in my country, they don't let the people married before 18 years old, something like that, and also this one is mean married, right? But I think it's not good for their health. Like when the she pregnant, right? Baby is not complete, something like that. I don't know how to say in English, right? Like in my country, when the baby get a birth, something like that, they always have a problem about their heart, something like that, and the doctor cannot save their life, something like that. If this one in experience in my country, right? If we get married before the age, right? But if we get married late, like we get married after maybe I think after 18 years old, right? If we get married, we cannot give a birth, something like that, because right, the doctor said that if we get married that age, it means you cannot give a birth, something like that. If you pregnant, the doctor said I don't know how to say in English too, like rich mom, something like that, because when you get when you pregnant, when you get a born, it's very difficult to give a birth, something like that, because you age so high, something like that, right? The normally in my country get married after 2021, between 23 to 35, something like that, because we have time to give a birth, something like that, right? This one is my opinion. Thank you.
Yes, Miami. Thank you very much. So do we have any questions to Miami? Anyone? Anyone wants to ask any questions? See, guys, you have to speak about the topic and you have to ask some questions, or just listen the speaker carefully. You can choose the points. So it's not necessary that whether you are favoring the same thing, speakers favoring, and you're also favoring the same thing. So it's not necessary, right? So you can also just pick some questions, right? Yes, Azita.
Yes, thank you so much for sharing your opinion with us. But Shashiraj, even for early age, early marriage, there is not, we don't have the same agreement. Okay, for example, early age, it defines many countries in different way. For example, some countries, some developed countries, early age for marriage, if for marriage is, for example, after 20. But for some countries, undeveloped country, it's, for example, after their age is teenager. Okay, they are teenager. Their age is, for example, 13, 14, and etc. Okay, then when we talk about human and we talk about even the early marriage, we have to consider a lot of issues: their culture, their situation, where is their country, even what is their conditions. For example, when one person, she or he's from USA, when they talk about early marriage, it depends on, for example, one person talk about early marriage in Middle East, in Asia, in Africa, okay, continent. It's different. When even we talk about early marriage, at the first step, we have to ask, where are you from? When you talk about which country, when you talk about early marriage, because some countries, even when girl get 9 years old, even 10 years old, their parents, they say, it's you are ready for marriage. Sometimes their religion advise their parents, this girl is ready for marriage. Okay, at the first step, we have to, when talk about early marriage, what is our we talk about what, which age, which country, which culture, which what religion, even, because we talk about human, and the human and their rules, their culture is very complicated. It's my, for example, some doctors, they advise parents don't allow their daughter marriage before 20 years old because it hurts their body. But some parents, they don't believe it. They rely only their religion, because their religion, for example, advise them it's okay for them. We have to consider all of these issues. Thank you for hearing me.
Thank you very much, Azita.
You're welcome.
So now who wants to be Ardian? Do you want to share something?
Yes, actually, this is related to what Mrs. Azita from Iran said earlier. So this is just my opinion, in my personal opinion, okay? So don't get personal. I mean, if we consider all elements, I think we will never gonna talk. Like we want to talk about certain things, and then we consider every element that in life. Then we will never gonna talk, because when we talk, it will be wrong. Like when we talk about marriage, when we talk about late marriage, early marriage, then we are going to include religion. Then I mean, something like religion, it's sacred and it's a must. Then we cannot talk about it, because it's what your religion is what you believe, and my religion is what I believe. Then if we talk about that, it will never gonna happen. Like it will never gonna end. That's my opinion. Of course, that's why I think this debate is point out for us to, I think, like a personal opinion about certain problem. For example, like I have my opinion about this, and I support it with my proof, with my evidence or something like that, because pointing out that why I said like this, why I think this case it should be put that way or something like that. That's the whole point of the debate, I think. So if we take all the element in life, I think that's just really hard to talk about it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you chose the word religion. When it comes the matter of religion, so nobody speaks about all these things.
Yes,
And
exactly.
and now it becomes a kind of pressure that can be said, that becomes compulsion for everyone to follow all the rules of the religions, and people start accepting all the points. And religion is what, it's a kind of foundations, it's kind of rules by which we all are bounded, and we all are in system because of this religion. I'm talking about all kinds of religions, not in like Hinduism or Muslims or Christians. They all have the religions, dharms, because sometimes people get freedom if they don't follow the religion. They get freedom. They start doing anything against the society, and anti-social work they start doing, which are against the people, against the society, against the religions as well, right? And if you are bounded with the religions, so you can follow the rules and you can do the work according to the society, and society will also respect you. They will also be with you all the times. So that is why sometimes we have to follow the rules of the religions. So it is necessary for the people. Okay, so now who wants to speak about the topic? Richard, do you want to say something? Richard?
Sure, shashiraj.
Yeah, Richard.
Yeah. How have you been, shashiraj?
I'm doing well, thank you very much. How are you?
Okay. I've been good too.
Great.
Yeah.
Please
if
share
I
your
wish, yeah, if I should say, like, your remarriage is like old school for family, like in the like movie, like example, like Indian movie, TV episode, like Barika Fandu.
Yeah, Richard.
I think it's not good to using inmate because each other never know how to love. Yeah. Too early marriage is not good. I think we can work hard. Resilient and maybe 28, yeah, be married is a good way. And that's it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Deepak, you're raising your hand. Do you want to share something?
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
You are audible.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. You are saying about the religion that we all are bounded with our religion.
See, Deepak, I'm telling you, I just gave my opinion in that moment, right? So the topic is early marriage or late marriage. Okay, and another topic we have joint family versus separate family. So this is the topic.
Okay,
you could speak about this topic. You could speak about this topic, and after that you can speak whatever I have spoken. You can add your points.
Okay,
right?
I can add points. Okay. Understood. Okay, sir. So our topic is early marriage or late marriage. So I think, sir, that there is no hard and fast rule that if you do early, if anyone do marriage in early age, that it will work for that person, and if you do late marriage, that will work for. It's there is no hard and fast rule that which marriage will work for which one. So it's depend on us. If we feel if there is a need for a person, we means there is a loneliness or there is something like that, so we should consider for marriage like that 20 25 age is the good age is a good age to marriage, to do marriage. And there is one more thing that if we do why do we do marriage, because we need to grow our generation. We need to we need to make our family. So we do marry for that reason. So that's my point of view. There is no hard and fast rule. So if you feel like that you achieve self-independent, you achieve financial independent, so you can do marriage. That's the
Thank you
that's
very
it,
much.
sir.
So, is there anyone else wants to speak? Wants to ask any question? Yes, Guido.
Yes, I want to ask something about it.
Manish, do you want to say something? Ask
Yes,
you.
sir. I want to say something about early marriage versus late marriage. I think, according to me, late marriage is good for everyone, because if we do earlier marriage, so we cannot um, grow, or we cannot provide everything to our children,
Okay,
because
late. How much late? How much late marriage?
maybe at the age of 22.
22 is late marriage.
Yes, sir. According to me, I think.
Huh?
But
22 late marriage? Oh my gosh.
And what about early marriage?
I think
15.
7. I think 70.
Okay. See, I'm telling
But
you,
in the
I,
action,
I want to clear it. I want to clear it. You know, early marriage, that can be said as at 18 years or 20 years, because before 18 years, it is not allowed to get married. So 18 years, okay, 19, 20, okay, at 21, 22, that can be said, it can be said as an early marriage, right? Late marriage, that can be said as a 35, 40. That is called 35 or 40 years when people are getting married at the age of 35 or 40 years. That's called the late marriage. Or sometimes 30 also. But you cannot say that 22 years age, 22 age is a late marriage. Okay, you should know these things. Okay, Manish.
okay.
Okay, now you can speak.
I agree with you, Shashiraj.
Yes. So, but in the ancient time, some people married earlier. I think they married when they born. I think something. But nowadays it has changed, and I agree with that. We should marry at 30 years. After 30 years. So, according to me, I think it's good for us, because if we marry at 30 years, after that we can provide everything to our children and build our careers. And nowadays I'm doing better course, so I am studying in IT, and also I am 20. So if I will complete my course, then my age will be 22, 24. Then I will do another course. So I think approximately 30 is enough to marry. And the second one is joint family versus separate family. I think joint family is good, because separate family is not better than joint family. We can do everything in joint family, but we cannot do much in separate family.
So you favor joint family is good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I want to speak about joint family. When you are living in joint family, yeah, sometimes you are free to do anything. You can leave your home, you can go on vacations and all and everything. But when you are living together with your brother's family, with their kids and your parents and other relatives, they also come. Your brother's relatives comes, your brother's wife's relatives, they come. So a lot of people are living together, and sometimes you want to enjoy personally, but you cannot enjoy, you cannot bring anything in your home. Okay, and you have to, when you're going to market, so you have to buy a lot of things for everyone. Small kids are there, a lot of kids are there in your family, and your brother is also there, and their family is there, parents are there, so a lot of people are there, so you have to pay a lot of money. Whenever you have any kind of festivals, And when there is a birthday or anything, birthday of any kid, so you can think about that, how much money you have to spend. So I'm living in joint family, so I feel all these things. Means every month we have birthday, everyone. Means in the entire year, sometime in 1 month we have 2-3 birthday of the kids. So you can think about all this situation. And when you are living in separate family, so you don't need to spend a lot of money. So this kind of situation also comes. And your spouse, she's also not free. She doesn't get freedom. This is whatever you want, she wants to enjoy, so she cannot enjoy. She has to take care of all the members, everybody. So this kind of things also come in the joint family. Yes, Deepak.
Sir, I'm saying that you are living in joint family. So, sir, do you like a joint family, or do you want to prefer to live in separate family?
No, I like joint family. I don't prefer, because I cannot live in separate family.
But
Because
there is
my
also
kid,
yes, yes, sir.
I cannot live in separate family, because many times I need support of my parents, my brother, and other people, and I'm habitual of living with them. So that is why now I cannot think, I cannot imagine that I should live separately. It is also kind of a habit. If people are living separately from many years, so they cannot live in joint family. If somebody is living in the joint family, so they get habit of living in joint family. So it is also a habit.
Yes, sir. And I think, sir, there is also a consequences of separate family. Like you have to spend more money. If for example, if there is a son of you and you have to celebrate his birthday, so you have to spend more money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that.
I realized this thing. This month in February, sorry, in December. So like 3-4 birthdays are there of my family members. So I have to take care of everybody. Last month also, November and October also, 4-5 people. So you can think about the scenario of all this. Yes, Baljit, do you want to share something?
Sir. Yes, I want to say something.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, can you hear me, sir, properly?
I can hear you.
Yes, sir. I want to share my opinion about early marriage or late marriage. First of all, I want to say something about early marriage, that there is a trend, especially in the European countries, that early marriage is more popular than the late marriage, because in European countries there is not so much strong family system. So most of the teenagers, they have to spend time there in a hostel or outside of the family members. So they get married early, and in the age of 17, 16, 18, under the 20, okay, they get marriage, and also they get divorce under the within the 2 and 3 years, 5 years, and they get marriage again also. So I think they have they get more experience about the 2 and 3 marriages, and yeah, it is a trend. And I got a survey that 60% people they get married under the 20, and again, okay, they get married 2 and 3 times. It is a trend but in my country there is a strong reason to get early marriage, that there is a new trend in my country, that people, in my country, arranged marriage is more popular than the love marriage. So most of the parents, they want to get married their children under the early marriage, because they have a hypocrisy and a social fake system, that if they will not get marriage early for their children, that it may be that people what will say and like this. And after sometimes there is a new trend also that a girl can run away, elope with her boyfriend. So their honor will be decreased, and you can say they will shattered their hypocrisy as a owner. Yes. Yeah, that's it, sir.
Thank you very much, Baljit. As we know that in our country, there are a lot of rules, a lot of traditions, impassions, perfections for the children. They cannot get married their wishes. So they have to follow, they have to accept the boy or girl chosen by their parents. So these are all traditions. We have been following these things. If somebody is doing against all these things, so like relatives and society people, they have different kind of opinion. Sometimes they are not standing if they are in problems, and sometimes they stand. So they have those couple, they are getting married against their family members' choices. So that moment they have to suffer a lot of things in their life. So life is not easy for them, but slowly situation and circumstances changes, and people start accepting them and by their behavior as well. They have to change. They have to accept, admit a lot of questions, a lot of things, a lot of words, visual words by their family members or some other things, right? So then after many years, then people start accepting them. Yes, who wants to speak now? Abdullah. Abdullah, you're raising hand. You want to say something?
Shashiraj, before that, I want to say something about
Hello, sir. How are you?
Wait, Abdullah, wait. Yes, Adita.
Yeah, I want to say something about Baljit's speech. He told, yeah, in the developed countries, some people got married in the early age, yeah, and it's okay for them, but they divorce many times and they start another life. It's okay, yeah, I know. It happens, especially in the USA and some European countries. They got married when they get familiar in the college, in the university, because their culture is different. After 18 years old, children, that area, they have to be depends in economy, okay? They have their own rule. Their government rule protect them about their children if maybe it happens between them after getting married. Their government protect them. But in undeveloped country, maybe some person get married in the same age, but the reason is different. For example, in undeveloped country, especially girls, they get married in early age maybe because of poverty, maybe because their parents can pay their expenses. They got married even that person is very very older than them, okay? And even for this reason, for poverty, this kind of country, boys, they marry late because of poverty. They don't have any facilities for getting married, for marriage, yeah? Then maybe one thing, it happens the same country, but their reason, their rule is different. In that country, maybe it happens, but they don't have any problem for divorcing, for starting another marriage. It's okay by their customs, their family, and some rules protect them. But if that event happens in undeveloped country, maybe it hurts those person and they face a lot of problems. We have to consider these issues in this issue too. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ajita. Diana, you want to say something?
Yes, thank you. I think it's interesting to talk about this topic, like Azita said, sorry to say, Azita, I appreciate with your opinion because I think it's debate, but don't take it personally, right? You know what? Yeah, I agree with you that mostly in a development country happen with this case, even in my country. So the thing is that I think the factors is one factors is about education. Mostly a non-educated person do that. So I think here, because nowadays we should be realistic, So I think this is our task to try to treat them or to educate them to not marry early. Why I'm saying that? Because I think there are so many disadvantage by marriage early. Yeah, as I said before in my previous speaking, I think mostly about the healthy, and then I think so many disadvantages that they are facing by marriage early. So yeah, I think it's not about rule, Azita. It's about mindset, So we should try to change their mindset, not to getting married early. Even in my country, I try to teach or to educate person to not getting married because we are facing a lot of problems due to marriage. Like for example, when some people get married, let's say ladies married in below than 18 or 20 years years age, and then after that by 40, so his daughter get married also, and then can you imagine the earth will be fulfilled something like that. So I think this is our big task, big problem. So for all of us here, I try to encourage you all not get married early. This is my point of view. Thank you.
Thank you, Diana.
Yeah.
You're right. Absolutely, education and it's very important fact in this issue, because when people get knowledge about marriage, about problems and advantage or disadvantage in marriage, they can face with their problems very well. Education is undeniable factor for good marriage. Thank you for your opinion.
Welcome.
Rosita and Diana.
Thank you, Shashiraj.
I want to invite someone to speak about the topic, who is our co-host. She's Sarah. So Sarah, I want you to speak about the topic. You should give your opinion on both the topics.
We love to hear about that. Sarah, please.
Finally, spoiler alert. Okay. So today actually an interesting topic it is, because many had a very vast ideas that I never thought about sharing, because I thought it was entirely a debate session where one side is gonna argue on one thing and the other side gonna stand on their point, and we are going to have an like really an interesting one. But it went on like an opinion share, and I did learn a lot from you guys when you were sharing, and I can acknowledge your opinion, because a person's opinion or point is based on what they see, what they hear, and what they experience, what they had seen throughout their lifetime until to date. Okay, whatever they heard, how it works, everything is what you're going to share here. So I honestly acknowledge all your sharings here. Nobody is wrong, nobody is right. Okay, but as Shashiraj was saying, that I'm going to share my own stand about these things. I already earlier posted in the box saying that this would be the right age for the boys if it is for early marriage, and the girls, everything. still I would repeat it and then I would start about my opinion. Okay. So I said, like, if you were desiring to marry early, then it's better the girls stand at the age of 21 and the boys go when they're 23. Okay. And if it is like late marriage, it's girls 25 max and the boys 27. That would be better. Or else if you want to still move one more year, make it to 26, 27 for girls and boys. But I would suggest, no matter what, whether it is an early marriage or a late marriage, decide it before 30. When you are 30, it's too late for you and your generation. As Iqbal and some people were sharing earlier that medical complications would be there. Yes, it is there. And now, as our food are all, I don't know, there is a term called adulteration. Okay. When the real food is not available and you mix it with something else like plastic crisis, or else if you are having fertilizers added to your food, then it is got to be called as adulterated food. So the present scenario is that the food we are consuming every day is not pure like before. So your body reacts to it. And lots of girls are going for this treatment, trying to get baby. It's all over the world. It's not just in India or just in Australia or just in another country that I have seen so far. It's all around the world. It is happening. Okay. The fertility level has decreased and everybody is fighting for it. And if you don't want that kind of struggle in your life, it's not just the girls are having this problem, even the boys. Okay. So I don't want to go into the medical details, but I'm just saying that the medical complications are there for both boys and girls. So if you want to take those considerations, try to get married before 30 so that you can take some time. If you are having a medical complication, you can have some time and get baby, because some people go for the treatment. Some people get married when they are like 32. They go for the treatment. By the time they get their baby, it is already like 40. As Shashiraj earlier stated that some people get their baby when they are really old and they can't even take proper care of the kids. And the kids are left just like that. So in order to have all the balance, not just for you, your generations, consider, do the rightful thing. And my point about early marriages, not just like, I'm not saying that when you're 21, just go and get married. I'm saying that sometimes some people who study are doing an internship or a part-time job. Decide your future early. When you're in the school days, tell your kids, if your kids are in the school years, tell your kids that, look, at certain point, you have to decide your life and start working. So now itself, plan for it. Teach the kids to plan for their future when they're in school. Don't just leave them hanging there. Give them all the opportunities. In school days, of course, they are going to play, learn, and do other activities. Apart from that, teach them the life lessons, what they have to do, how they have to lead their life, so that they can have a proper future. Maybe some people can settle when they're like 22, as I was saying, 23, 24, like that. Some kids would be settling little late, like late bloomers, you can say. Not that they are bad, it's that they are aiming for something high. For example, if you are choosing a medical profession, then you would need to study for at least 7 years. So that's when the people would get delayed of marriage and stuff like that. So what I mean to say is, you can do that. You can do that kind of thing for your generation or what your family member or your relatives or your friends. Suggest them, give them the guidance so that they don't make it too early or too late in a wrong sense. So that's my opinion about the marriage and family. Family, seriously, I had been with a neutral family, like my mom, dad, and my siblings, that's it. But still, I aimed for a joint family. You know why? Life is short. If you want it to be fun, you need people around you. It's not just your relatives. You always depend on people. Like, I want to be with a friend who always listens to me, hears me, and I want to share sometimes my joy or share sadness or whatever it is. So you always need a man or woman can't be alone in this world, for sure. You always need somebody in your life to share all those things you want to share. Even the stupidest ideas we want to share with somebody. So I can say that it is necessary to have a joint family, because family is like blood relations. So you definitely have that connections to discuss about so many things. I have seen a kid who doesn't have a mother is so comfortable with her auntie. And she is taking all her auntie's suggestion, and she has been a successful person, and she's in a very, I don't want to reveal the name, but she's a successful officer in India. So what I need to say is, nobody is going to hurt you when you are true, and you are going to be standing your own limit. Okay, so I would say that go for a joint family, enjoy that culture. But still, if you are deciding to have a separate family, I acknowledge that too. Because maybe circumstance that all your family can't shift to the city you are working in. Okay, you have to have your mom, dad with you because you're working in a different city. You can't take your grandparents, you can't make them travel a lot of distance, right? So that's understandable, but stay connected. At least the internet has grown a very, very big level now, that COVID has helped us to connect with people so easily. Awesome internet speed, everything. Zoom, everybody knows about Zoom. Before, I know that not even the developed villages in India didn't know about the Zoom sessions or anything. But now everybody knows it. So connect with people, still stay connected. Okay, that can still called as a neutral family, because you are going to be connected with the people in your life once in a while, like once in a week least. So fair enough to have all these opinions considered and take whichever is suitable for you and do it well. Nothing is wrong, nothing is right. But the way you make the choices and the way you follow it and you decide on something, you have to stand on it, right? That's what matters. But one thing, life is so simple. Live the moment and be happy forever. That's my answer. Back to you, Shashiraj.
Thank you very much, Sarah. You have explained both the topic perfectly, and I want you all people to ask some questions to Sarah.
Yeah, anything, guys?
Yes, actually, I have a question, but I let others people ask first. Thank you.
You can ask question. Diana first.
You already started speaking, Diana. You can ask.
Okay. Thank you, Sarah, for your speech. And yeah, as usual, your speech is great. But sorry to say, today I'm other side from your side. I think it's mean like I am opposite from your thinking about the joint family or a separate family, because so again, don't take it personally, right?
No, it's not.
Yeah. Okay. As you said, I think you said that you prefer like living a joint family, because it's like you love circumstance and love with others people. But don't you? The first question is: don't you think that even though we are living apart or others' house with our big family, we can connect it by many things, like visiting them and calling them, voice, like a video call, something like that, instead of living together, or not living together, sorry, joint family, yeah. Because sorry to say, in my country, especially about my tribe, it's not commonly to live together with their big family whenever they got married. Like even me, I don't have any experience live together with even my parents or my father-in-law or something like that. After getting married, of course, I have a independent to be my family, my own family, small family, because by my observing, by many people experience that yes, for 1 or 2 years they becoming there is no distraction, there is no problems, but it's not about materials, but mostly about the how can I say, uh, feeling or something like that. Because in my observing, joint family is a kind of no need there is no freedom, there is no privately, because everything should be discussed, everything should be know each other, something like that. So we don't have any privately, something like that. Even let's say to decide something, we should discuss. But if we live with my own family, we just can discuss with my, let's say, my husband, or husband with his wife. No need to think, no need to discuss with other people. And then again, sharing, let's say, like I heard that Shashiraj said, when we bought something, you should think about so many people in my house, so we should buy more and more, I think. But more than that, not about materials, more about there are so many distraction due to the feeling, due to so in my opinion, something like that. So I said that I uh, don't agree with you, but it's okay. Thank you. Thank you, Sasira. Thank you, Sarah.
Diana,
Thank you very
I
much,
just want to
Diana.
clarify one thing. I never took a side here. I spoke for both the sides. I said about the neutral family being connected with the people via WhatsApp and Zoom sessions, I said. So I didn't take a proper side, but if you ask me to take the side of joint family, I can still say that, as you were saying that you would take the private decisions with your partner, I can understand that. But still, sometimes if you are taking a decision with your partner alone, like one-on-one, you won't have the various views. Like, for example, there is a scenario, your there is a financial problem in your family, okay, financial problem, and you're discussing with your partner, and of course you both are in that situation. What would be your expression? Like, you would be saying, oh no, what would we do? You would ask, and your partner would say, oh yeah, what can we do, it's gone. Like, okay, he would be saying that. But if there is one more family member in there, they would say, okay, what had happened? They won't say anything, but still they would ask this question, what had happened? So what you try to do is you will explain that situation to that third person in your family. And when you explain, I feel that sometimes when I explain things, I can find the solution to my own issues. So you can find a solution. So it's not a thing that you have to have the person near you. You can have the person in your life. That's it. Joint family doesn't mean that you have to have the person always with you. The person has to be there in your life.
No, sorry. I think it's not clear. I'm in my mind. Joint family is in a one house with a big family. There are some. Is that true or?
Yes, that is what
Shashiraj,
called as joint family.
Explain more.
But now the culture has changed that joint family is that you are still being connected with the family and you are not connected with the family. Now, because see, people
maybe
have
I have
moved from places to places.
Shashiraj, can you explain about joint family?
I will explain you.
Sorry. Yeah,
there are two kinds of joint family. I will let you know there are two kinds of joint family. In one joint family, we have one big house.
Yeah.
We have separate rooms, separate portions for different members. Like I'm living with my brother. So I've got 2-3 rooms for me and my wife. And I have also separate kitchens. My brother, he's also having 2-3 rooms, and he is also having different separate kitchens. So my kitchen is different, his kitchen is different, right? So all the private rooms, we all are different. We all have different, right? But we are living in one house, one big house. Our parents, they are living in separate portion. They have also kitchen and all and everything, right? So it is a kind of joint family. We all have like a separate food. We all are preparing separate food. My brother's wife, she's preparing separately food. So my wife, she's preparing separate foods. So we all are enjoying our own daily foods, morning and evening, dinner and lunch, right? So this is a kind of joint family. And another joint family we have only one kitchen. Okay, and all the women, they prepare food for all the members. So this is a kind of joint family. So two kinds of joint family we have. And
Thank you, Shashiraj.
Both have different kind of roles. Sometimes parents, they feel that now I'm going to get separated everyone. I'm going to separate the rooms and portion of this house to everyone. There should not be any kind of dispute between the brothers and other members. So for that matter, parents, they do this kind of things. And all the brothers and their family, they are living the lives separately and they enjoy, because they have personal life, they have personal things, whatever they want to enjoy, they are enjoying. But they talk every day, they have fun every day, they enjoy all the celebrations, all the festival together, because they are living in the same house. So this kind of things, so there is any kind of problem, there is kind of dispute. If they want to share anything, they can share with each other. If they don't want to share anything, so they don't share anything. And nobody asks any questions to each other, because they have their own life. But they watch themselves every day, they stand with themselves if there is any problem. In another joint family, so there is one kitchen, so all the women, they prepare food, right? So all these things are happening. They share. If one brother is, one guy is going to buy something, so he is going to buy everything for all the members. For the parents, if they are going to buy any like sweets, they're going to buy sweets, or they are going to buy vegetables, so they are going to buy for everyone, for the entire house. So this kind of, sometimes we have fluctuations, that like you can say that one brother has spent a lot of money, another brother is spending less money. Sometimes like this kind of situation come. So that is our understanding, how we are understanding, how we have understanding, how we are mature living together. It's in joint family. So you understood that two kinds of joint family we have. In separate family, you already know what about separate families. Okay, so
yeah, thank you, Shashiraj. I got your point. Yeah, I agree with you. In my mind, also there is the similar meaning by your explanation.
And let me tell you about myself. In my family, I have only one kitchen. So we have three women. We have my mother. She doesn't cook food. My wife and my brother's wife, they cook food together. So they cook food for everyone, for all the members, for all the kids, for our parents. We don't have separate kitchens. Okay, so this is all about my opinion. Just Eduardo, now you can speak about your opinion.
Yes, thank you, Shashiraj. Yes, in my opinion, it's better to have joint family. Yeah, because there is more to learn about our life. Yes, if we are together, and so we can talk with them about our genealogy, and so there is a better composition, as I think, if the family is together. But sometimes there are some problems in the family, and so husband and wife decide to separate, and it can be hard for children. It will be difficult for them to take a decision about living with their mother or father if they are separated. Yes, and so because of this, I think also it's better to have a joint family. Yes, because they can increase their relationship among all members, and there is a strong unity too in this kind of situation. Yes, but also sometimes there is a disadvantage because there is no privacy when we are in a joint family, depending on the situation, and maybe there is more interference in daily matters. Yes, and there are people who do not appreciate this. Yes, and so it can be difficult to take your own decision sometimes if you are in a joint family. Yes, and sometimes even small decisions will pass on to the elders of family too. Yes, and yes, and I also think that it's good to have a late marriage. Yes, if in the time of your early age you have the difficulties because you you don't have a good financial situation sometimes, and if you wanna be able to take care of children, yes, I think in this kind of situation it's good to have a late marriage. Yes, because you must prepare your life before getting married. It will change your life forever, and so you can you must think carefully before marrying someone, right? Yes, that's all from my side. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Eduardo. Yes, so do we have some questions to Eduardo? Azita, do you want to share something? You're raising your hand.
Yeah, actually, my question was about Sarah's speech. I totally agree with Diana about joint family and separated family, because I think she's right. You told, for example, I live joint family, but we have our privacy. But I don't think so. For example, there are a lot of issues people interfere. It is even some a private issue. For example, you want to train your children in one way. You study about training kids in the book, and you believe that expert is right. But for example, your mom interfere in this issue, and she want to say no, this way is better, and because of being your mom, you accept her idea. Okay, it's a little example. Then in joint family, you can't claim we have our privacy and we are independence. No, I don't think so. At the first step, another step, yes, Sarah, she prefers joint family. I have to say, even for decision, right moment for which one is better, our emotion interfere in this issue. For example, I know Sarah live another country, and she is far from her family. And for being which one is better, be sure her emotion, this distance interfere about her judging. It's not only for this, for me even. If I had bad experience about during this day, about training my children, and I had some bad moments today for my kid, and end of the day, if someone asks me, do you think having a kid is good or not? Be sure I will. No, it's not good. I advise you avoid this decision. It's not good decision. Opposite of this, if I had good day with my kid, and if end of the day someone asks me for a consultant, I will say, it's okay, you have a good moment. Even our emotion, our experience interfere about judging something. Yeah, homesick and being alone, loneless, and being alone, especially in this world, it's a big problem for most of us. For this reason, when they think about joint family, they think, yeah, it's good because we have good moments with them. But if for a short time they leave that situation, they change their opinion. They think, no, our privacy is not respect here, it's not observed here. Okay, actually, people in this time of age, in this world, they hesitate about both of them. Sometimes they think it's better, sometimes they think it's better. It's, I think, consequences of technology. We can't sure about our decision.
Thank you, Azita. We have one more participant want to speak. After that, I will end the meeting. Thank you very much for speaking. Yes, Steven, you can speak now. Steven, are you here?
Hello, shashiraj. Blessed day to each and every one of you guys, ladies. Well, it is an honor to be able to give my insights with regards to our subjects tonight. Well, basically, with regards to early and late marriage, I prefer late marriage, but there are some situations that I prefer to choose early marriage in some point. Well, basically, let me impart to you, ladies and gentlemen, that I am a product of an early marriage. I encountered and experienced a lot of annoying, undesirable situations which I don't want my future children to experience. So that's the reason behind that. Well, basically, on the other hand, why I prefer to choose late marriage, because I'm not yet financially stable and I'm looking forward to have my own house and lot. And that's the reason behind that. Well, when it comes to the joint family and separate family, I also prefer joint family because I probably cannot withstand without my parents. So that's the reason why I choose joint family. Thank you so much, Shashiraj.
Thank you very much, Stephen, for delivering your speech, giving your opinion. So guys, you all have given your opinion about the topic. We had 2 topics and you all have given your opinion. Now I'm going to end the meeting, but before ending the meeting, Baljit is raising the hand. So he wants to share his opinion. Just Baljit, now you can speak.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I want to share something about the early marriage or in 2 and 3 sentence. Early marriage or late marriage. That we have discussed. All the participants. About that. We have many rules about our family laws and many restrictions from our society that for early marriage, many religions for us to get married early and like this. But we have a golden chance that we can choose late marriage, because there is no such type of strict rule that in which you have to follow in late marriage. So you can choose late marriage and enjoy. You can spot to a lonely your life partner forever. Yes, and you can enjoy. Yes, that's it.
Thank you, Benon Baljit. So guys, is there anyone else want to share something about the topic or apart from topic? Anything? Otherwise, you can unmute yourself and you can goodbye. You can say goodbye to everyone and give best wishes to everyone.
Goodbye and thank you.
Okay.
Goodbye. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Shashiraj.
So guys,
See you next time, everyone.
We'll meet
See ya.
on Monday.
Oh.